Recently, I had the opportunity of experiencing the Antiguan automotive culture, and I must admit, Antigua is not only home to some of the most beautiful places, but also home to some of the fastest cars and bikes. Fortunately, while we were there, Cody Thomas from Antigua Streets took the opportunity of showing us around, and I must say he didn't disappoint. On this trip, I can honestly say that we've met some of the most genuine people. Journey with me as I present to you my Antiguan experience. In the previous video titled Legendary Drags, Karl Belizaire from Insanity Racing was slated to race against Easy P, but unfortunately for Karl, his vacuum hose blew off. So he was unable to make boost, which cost him a shot at winning the race. However, he did return at Tension Tuesday for revenge, but regrettably, he heard a tapping sound coming from the valve pan area, which wasn't a good thing. So Karl decided to use this opportunity to prove his innocence in what he's been saying all along, which is his Evolution 9 made a 10-second pass twice on a stock engine. Sounds crazy, right? Well, at first I didn't believe either.
Alright, this is going to be a special documentary today, because today we call this one the Mythbuster documentary. Alright, I had to let you miss your flight lifestyle. Sorry, I'm apologizing to everybody right now, but we had to do this because even me no believe. So today we're going to feature the Insanity Evo 9. Yeah, the motor here in this car is added from what, 06? So it's a 06 Evo 9, 16-year-old motor. And he's telling us it is stuck. It has went 10.6 before. And they were about to ban him, so he slowed down the car because he didn't have a cage at the time. So he began running the 11-second class instead. Went rally sprint, rally cross. No stranger to the podium. Barbados can attest to that. Whoa, whoa! Oh, shit.
After this incident, Karl bought another Evolution 9 and stripped it down to repair his damaged Evo. This repair was completed within 8 weeks. Karl also has multiple first place victories, and he's also achieved the fastest lap time over in Barbados at Bushy Park in 2019. So yeah, he's no stranger to the steering wheel.
Let's go in here. Let's show you what's happening here. We need to verify. We have the mechanic Dash. Brought the mechanic here. And today is the day. Today is Mythbuster day. No hiding. All fact checking tonight. Let's get it done. So by now you already see what we're working with. Alright? This car is owned by Mr. Karl Belizaire. And no stranger to motorsports here in Antigua. So by right, I would take his word for it if he said it's stock. Maybe just that this time. Alright, let me show you the shot here. So now we're going to open the doors. So you get an interior view. Alright, so you got an exterior sneak peek, you got an interior sneak peek. By the way, if you're wondering who the host is, if you haven't figured out by now, it's Cody Thomas here, representing Antigua streets. And I'm going to take you to the rear of the car and show you what the setup looks like. The car's pretty. The car is really neat. The setup is immaculate. All of this don't really matter because you know why we're here. The internet also expects us to bust this bit. I'm reading the comments on his Instagram, his IG, which is where you could find most of his information in Insanity Racing on Instagram, and you can see people from all over the world saying that's not stock. That car is not stock. So we need to prove it. Let's do it.
Yeah, so like most people know me, how me operate already. No long talking, right? And it's like to show people exactly how it goes. So seeing is believing. Have a look.
Now, Karl is a man who doesn't believe in leaving things to chance. In other words, he likes to be prepared at all times, so he tries his best to be self-sufficient.
Alright, so by now you already pointed out this car is running stock mounts, has power steering, has AC. Fine. Sure, what the viewers are saying, the same thing like me. That had nothing at all to do with the engine being stopped. So we need to get to that part ASAP. Alright? But before we do that, let's point out that this car races rallycross, rally sprint, not only in Antigua but Barbados, St. Vincent. Let's point out the fire suppression system. You pull the 2 tabs in case of fire or anything. This is, you know, the extra added safety for the car. Not only is it fast, but it is also safe. But I know the same thing you're saying again. So guess what? Dash, the mechanic, gotta bring his tools here. And we're going to sit right here with the camera. Right over the mechanic. No engines can switch. No switching of engines. Nothing. They're not allowed to do anything the camera cannot see. Because tonight is Mythbuster night. So let's handle that right now. While the boss is at work, we got our eyes open. The mechanic is an A-class mechanic, especially not only in the Honda world, not only in the Mitsubishi world, in anything. We're never going to question the mechanic. The mechanic knows what the mechanic does. You understand? He's a trusted mechanic, known, I wouldn't say regionally anymore, known internationally. That is the level that Dash is on. But after reading the comments, it seems like it's the owner we're going to question. This is the owner we're not going to trust today. Even after years of being in motorsport. Should we trust him? That's what we're saying. Should we not? Do we really have to let this man tear down his car? The answer is yes. No word of mouth. Tear it down. We want to see today's Mythbuster. We're going to prove it tonight.
Stop.
Yes.
Stop cam.
That's right. That's what we're saying.
No HKS, no body club, nothing. Genuine Mitsubishi stop. Straight out of the Japan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The valves now and the swings. I'm going to try to see how I can get to them so they can see that they are stopped. Because people just don't believe. And I must say, I'm a big apprentice because with a good tune, doesn't matter what you put in a car. I could build this as strong as possible. If the tuning is not good, blow it up. So you have to give the tuner enough respect for have this car have run like this for 15 years, stock mode. If anybody want to doubt me and they have money, I'll bet money too.
No long talk. Okay.
Good.
Peak performance. Prentice Ali. Believe in that guy all the way. Okay? He can tell me to do anything and I follow exactly what he does and that engine just works. Trust me. We were able to give that car between 38 and 40 pounds of boost a couple nights ago at the track.
Jesus.
Okay? I'm telling you. So, when it comes to tuning, that's the way to go. The only person has ever gone into this engine to change plugs, Dash. Nobody else but Dash. Right? So, it's a very close-knit family here. I have Dash as my mechanic. I have Prentice Ali as my tuner. My daughter Janelle. You're going to meet her in a while. She handles making sure I'm in the seat properly, seat belts are strapped, fire extinguishers all set to go, cameras are prepped, tire pressure is good, you know what I mean? So, close-knit family, right? Have to big up the wife. She's my big diamond sponsor, right? So anything that goes wrong, she's the one that comes to my help, right? So, close-knit family, you know? Best way. This is my daughter Janelle, I was telling you about, right?
But she still go on walking and something.
She handles making sure that the cameras are set up. We've got about four cameras on the car, 2 in the interior and 2 on the exterior. She also ensures that my tire pressure is good. When I'm getting into the vehicle, make sure the seat belts are strapped properly, checks to make sure that the suppression system is all set to go, you know. Die hard fan.
Alright, so this is what we're going to do today. On the myth busting program today, we're going to send for innocent person. This is the daughter of Mr. Karl Belizaire, Janelle. Alright, so we have Janelle here on the channel today. Guess what? First, we wanted to let the viewer know. How old are you?
I am 17 years old.
I know something I could verify on behalf of your father. Even behind his back or in front of his face, he swears by you. You make sure he's strapped in tight. You make sure everything is correct on this car, whether the locks need to check and everything. Is that just love for your dad, or you not really just love cars?
It's more love than
And what is your interest of studies right now?
I'm doing medicine at a class.
Oh, locally.
Yes.
Nice. I remember I saw your name in the newspaper not too long ago. I think it was, what, 19, 20, 21 subjects that you did? And still have time to strap in your dad. Make sure the lugs are good. Make sure the cameras are good. Make sure everything, and still. Alright. After you finish taking that in, you trust your father, right? Because the internet doesn't trust him. I'm telling you right now, so far it checks out. We verified that the head is completely stuck. The mechanic is doing his thing, and of course, you've known Dash all your life, because this car is almost as old as you. Yeah, right? We trust Dash. But again, the internet does not trust your father. So, Dash is going to take us all the way through. The verification is being done here. And let's hope that you are not lying to us. Thank you for, going by, and we appreciate it. And look forward to great things from you, actually. Yeah. And guess what? Turn this camera back on Dash up. You might sneak and put some regular cams in, or you might sneak and put some 40%. So let's keep our eyes on Dash, right?
At this point, we've pretty much debunked that the cams are stock. So onto the valve train. Now, I just want to say that the idea of a stock engine Evo running tens doesn't sound ludicrous. After all, I'm sure it's been done before, and as Dash said, with a good tuner, anything is possible. However, I'm sure if this was a Subaru, maybe we'd be filming something else.
Stop. Nothing. See no shiny, nothing here? Nothing. No things.
Alright. So, to verify everything, had Dash stop what he was doing, come over to the garage here by Mr. Belizaire and rip down the head for this. Verify the cams, they stock, verified valve springs, retainers, everything. Head, so the head is stuck. So we gotta leave now, alright? But guess what? Till not trust them, so guess what I'll do? Start pulling them spark plugs and we start checking for casting on them pistons. Throw up a light down there just to verify, and tomorrow we'll be right back to take this head off and let's get them pistons shown for the video, and we're going to verify again. So the head is done. That one is busted. The head is still stuck. Alright, fine. But guess what? Maybe the bottom end having pistons, alright? Cool. So we pull the plug. We pulled it. Checked it out. Looks stuck. But guess what? Tomorrow we'll find out for real if it is stuck. Sidewalk Auto Sports.
That's who Dash is.
Not 2 days, not 1 hour, not 6 minutes, not half hour, not 8 hours, not 9 to 5. 24 hours mobile mechanic. Make the call and Dash answer. And guess what? Tonight, same thing. After hours, we had a little argument online. It's a little argument. And Dash was called. And guess what? Dash is here. I guess the slogan, true 24 hours mobile mechanic. I must say, look, anything further, if anybody else don't believe, just come and bring money. Anything else, if you don't believe, just come and bring money. Me not pay, because me good. But anybody else don't believe, bring money. Tomorrow. Yeah, so we're back. That should be here maybe in about an hour. So we're supposed to meet up for 11 o'clock. But guess what? I'll meet up 10 o'clock instead. I want to be here to make sure everything goes smooth. Verify again. We're here on the Mythbuster documentary. Let's verify that the Evo 9 is stuck. Of course, we know it's stuck, but all in all, it's good fun. This is an excellent documentary. Big up lifestyle settings on the journey. Look out for great things. Big up Insanity for the opportunities for the future. Excellent.
As Cody stated, we came here early, secretly hoping to see Dash so that we'd be able to provide a better look at the engine block. However, I couldn't stay any longer because my flight was only minutes away.
Alright, so we're here an hour earlier than we're supposed to be. Just so we could do this, just to make sure that Dash is a very good mechanic. You don't want to turn your back on Dash. Oh, okay. Alright, everything is still the same. Everything is still intact here. Still the stock. Casting, everybody is good. Alright, so look out for the pull down. Stay tuned.
At this point, it's definitely safe to say that his engine is stuck, and if you weren't paying attention to the cluster, the engine had less than 9,000 verified kilometers on the clock. And while I was away, Karl took the engine over to Uncle Mike from Mike's Peak Performance, and they were also able to confirm its validity.
Alright, so we're back and we're here with the verification process. Of course, it's Insanity, the Evo 9, and I'm sure as you've been watching, you've been noticing the breakdown, the teardown happened with Dash. And now we're here at the competitor, Uncle Mike's Speed Garage, because we need the verification from different ends of the spectrum. So of course now, we have the piston and the rods in the background, the crank, the block, and I'm going to let Uncle Mike, and of course no stranger to the camera, he's going to go into detail and let you know what he has seen as he tore down everything. And we want the truth and nothing but the gospel truth.
Okay, Karl had got in contact with me and asked me if I would be able to verify his engine based on manufacturer specifications and the specs that the engine is supposed to be, because there's a lot of doubt out there that Karl has been running upgraded parts and all kind of thing.
All right.
To be honest with you, I cannot find no such information in tearing down this telling me that this engine was not a stock engine. Okay, when we pulled the motor first and the motor was brought here, as we took the head off, we noticed that the head was blown on all 4 cylinders, okay, by about 0.006 of an inch, right? In verifying that 0.006 of an inch clearance was there, we took the head to Fabtech to have it surfaced and checked over. And indeed, they had to take off 0.006 of an inch to level the head. We also took the block to check it, which I was getting about little over 6 thousandths between the block in the areas that were blown. So she was blown on the side here and right down through the center.
You know, before I let you continue, I'm just gonna let everybody know Fabtech is one of our machine shops here in Ireland, so they don't get lost in transition here. And of course, you notice Uncle Mike is giving you not just it was blown, he's giving you how much was taken off. We're getting the full details here.
So the first step now was to deck the block, which we did. 7 thousandths of an inch came off of the block to get it back to level. And then now, after taking measurements and so on, we knew we had to hone the cylinders. So we started with a slight honing process.
All right.
And then from there, we discovered that the number 1 cylinder was cracked about 1.5 inches down from the deck. Okay. So in verifying that now, what we did is that I'll be able to show you.
Sure.
Okay.
And these are the pistons and the rods. So let me
These
just...
are your pistons and your rods here. Okay. As you can see, your bearings are looking fairly good for a 16-year-old engine with no, major damages or anything like that, right?
All right.
And this is number 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the pistons that came out of the engine. Okay. Yep. I can tell you one thing. Karl tuner is a hell of a tuner because for him to get the results he has been getting with what he have to work with, let me tell you, he know what he's doing.
And this is rally, circuit, drag.
Yes.
Almost drifting if you're local.
Yes. Right? We so based on the damage on the engine block here, if you come closer,
all right,
what we did was highlighted the crack with some engineering dye, and there's the crack that goes across there.
Okay.
Okay, you can pick that up.
Yeah,
right?
I definitely did.
Okay, and there was another slight crack on further across,
all right,
which has made us decided to condemn this block.
Okay.
Okay. There is a fix for this block. We would use Amoroso cement, right, or a 2-part epoxy. And as a result of that, now you'd fill the block up to the top and let it sit for a couple of days, and then you do some other machine work to get it going. But the thing is that Karl wants to always keep everything in the stock formation. So those of you who are Evo savvy, Evo has an 85mm piston, and it also carries an 88mm stroke. Okay, so those are the numbers that he wants to stick with. So we're looking about getting a new block to start fresh, so that we don't have any issues down the road.
I'm wondering if this question is going to be for Karl, or I could ask you. I'm guessing Karl has a record that he's trying to beat in mind, or a self-goal where he's deciding to go stock, because I know at the drop of a dime Karl could just go for the Evo record one time since he's down, but I think he wants a stock engine record. Is either Caribbean or worldwide if he's deciding to go back stock, eh?
Well, from my perspective, right, based on what I'm seeing here, with the results that Karl's tuner has got, right? I think with a fresh build, with a few changes, he is going to even extend that so much further. And let me tell you, everybody seems to think that you have to build an engine in the US. You don't have to build an engine in the US.
Definitely
you don't have
not.
to build an engine in England. We have good mechanics in Antigua and Barbuda, right? Just as good as any one of them. We might not have a lot of the tools, but based on our ideas and the years that we are doing this for, right? We can pull up to any one of them in a build-off.
Anytime.
Anytime, right? So, as you can see, stock pistons,
Yep,
stock connecting rods,
definitely.
stock crank, right?
All right.
The cams that were in the engine were stock cams as well,
Verified as well.
okay? Which I'm sure was verified from before.
Yes, sir.
Right? If anybody is questioning what the pistons were, they are 85 millimeter. The stroke is at 88. And if you know when you're measuring the stroke, it's from the center line of the piston pin to the center line of the crank pin.
All right.
Okay?
I have one thing that I'm going to add before I close this off. If anybody out there can verify what the stock Evo or stock 4G63 record is, whether it is for the Caribbean or worldwide, put it in the comments below so that we could know, because guess what? Karl is coming for you and it's coming for it.
And guess
Over
what?
and out.
Mike Speed just want to thank Karl for letting us do something with him, right? And giving us the opportunity to take him to the next level. Thank you.
All right.